everyone. It is Friday, August the 9th, 2024. I'm Doug. It's time once again to play some connections. Let's see what fun we're going to get ourselves into today. All right. Today we have horror, cheerleader, punk, jock, Mia, Emma, or MIA maybe, goth, wave, glam, champion, elsewhere, value, exponent, gone, metal, advocate, and absent. I feel like we are looking at types of rock music, and there's a few possibilities we can go with this. So metal, punk, glam, possibly goth, possibly jock. The idea of jock rock, you hear it at sporting venues. This one is a tricky one, right? Yeah, this one is a little tricky. There's also, so if, actually, I'm going to pass on all this because here's what I also see. A jock, a cheerleader, a goth, and a punk. These would be cliques in high school. High school cliques. Is that a category? No. Oh, and it's not even a one away. I thought I had it there. Okay. All right. Okay. Absent, gone, elsewhere, would be like missing, right? MIA. These would be missing. I bet you that's going to be the yellow. Not present. Okay. Yep. And it is the yellow. Let's see. Very interesting. A value, like the quantity of something, or a value like your values, or a bargain. To advocate for something, to value something, to champion something. What would go with that? Cheerleader. Okay, so the persuading. Champion and advocate, a cheerleader. I think value probably doesn't go with that though. Possibly an exponent. Supporter. Did I forget to call out what I thought the category was? I think I did, didn't I? Advocate, champion, cheerleader. I forgot to say something. Ooh, that's it. I don't think I've made that mistake before. And I can't sit here and say, I meant supporter. I didn't say anything. To play this completely honest and on the level, I'm not going to give myself the point because I failed to actually state. It was in my mind and I forgot to say it before I clicked the button. So I will, to keep it honest, I will not claim a point for that because I failed to call it before I hit the button. First time I've done that before. Interesting. All right. Well, anyway. All right. So what do we have here? So goth, I feel like we got music types here. Goth, metal, glam, and punk. Are these types of music? Rock genres. Okay, there we go. And then we have jock, wave, value, and horror. So if it's a phrase, I feel like I want to start with horror. House of Horrors, horror show? No. Horror. Horror house, House of Horror. That's interesting. Heat wave. Something jock. Wow. Oh, shock. Oh, shock horror, shock value, shock wave, shock jock. Shocks. That's what it is. Or it might be words after shock. Or shock blank. Shock blank. Okay, there we go. All right. So I'm going to penalize myself here because I failed to say supporter before clicking the button. So I'm going to keep it honest. I'll give myself a 3 on the technicality there, but nonetheless, pretty easy one here today. Didn't really struggle much with it. Curious to see how you did in the comments. Let me know. And I love the idea of getting into the rock genres. Of those genres, glam, goth, metal, punk. Boy, if there was any one of those, I'd say when I was growing up, I don't want to say metal, but would you consider hair bands from the 80s to be glam? I don't know if that qualifies. But I was like into the hair bands in the 80s. What kind of music were you into the 80s? If you were alive, you may not have been. If you weren't, you're excluded from the poll. Just curious to know. Love sometimes asking those questions. Anywho, thanks for watching, as always, and I hope to see you tomorrow for some more connections.